Hello and welcome to week 2. I am right now in the process of putting together everything for week 2. So when you see this video, that will all be ready to go. Remember, each week will have its own content folder. So clearly, if you're watching this, you've already found this week's folder for June 1st. And everything is due the following Tuesday. So also, I just kind of wanted to take this opportunity to kind of touch base on grading and some things like that. So remember, be right on time with your work. I don't download assignments until everything's been put in, just in case, I'll have students who will say, oh, I gave you the wrong copy. So if I start downloading before the end of the week, there's the potential I would grade something and it wouldn't be the right one, and I wouldn't want to do that for you. So basically today, Wednesday, I will be downloading all of your assignments, and then those will be uploaded back into Blackboard with a score within 1 week. Okay, there will be very few exceptions to that. Later in the semester, if we have a time where 2 papers come in 1 week, it's possible it might take a couple extra days. But for the most part, you'll get everything back in 7 days. So I try to keep on top of it. That way you always know exactly where you are in the class. Also, when you get your papers back, the reading responses and some of those smaller activities, you're just going to get a score and maybe some general comments. But when you get your writing exercises and your major papers back, for those, you'll actually get not only your paper with comments and like this should be moved here, or this is spelled wrong, or that sort of thing. But you'll also get a separate document that goes with it that is a rubric, which breaks down your score. So it lets you know if you lost points, that you lost them in this area versus this area, and so on and so forth. It'll make a lot of sense when you see it if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. That being said, if you ever have any questions about anything that you get back, please don't hesitate to let me know. This week, let me take a look at what you've got going on here. All right, you've got I've got 2 lessons for you to read, one on critical reading and one that talks about theme, and for the memoir that you're going to be writing, you'll have 2 short quizzes for those. You do have another reading response activity. Guys, we do use the book quite a bit with an online class. To me, in some ways, it kind of takes place of some of that lecture and activity that we can do if we were meeting in a traditional format. So it's really important that you have the book. And just FYI, if you're having trouble now, you really shouldn't ever wait till the class starts to figure out how you're going to get your book. That's something that should be figured out long before. As soon as you sign up for a class, first thing you should do is contact the bookstore and find out what the book is and get the book. Just FYI. And let's see. So we will continue to work out of the book this week, week 2 reading and response, and you'll get information on the memoir. And there's information from me and that I'd like you to look through. And then also you have writing exercise 2, which asks you to do some random acts of kindness. So I like to try to have some varying activities that you do and topics to write on. So that's one that students tend to have a little bit of fun with. So that's all I have. Many of you have let me know if you've had questions or things coming up in the future that I needed to know about during the semester, and I appreciate that. If you email me, I always try to acknowledge the email right away and then say I can, address this like when I get back in the office on Tuesday or whatever. If you ever don't hear from me back, please don't hesitate to remind me gently that I need to let you know. And because I'm juggling about 40 of you online, and then I have students I work with here as well at the college face-to-face. So it's going to be a pretty busy summer for all of us. So good luck this week. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.